Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am retired Sergeant Sam Keenan out of Westchester County, New York. On this channel, we break down police and public interaction for better understanding. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's get to the next video.
Pay to stay, now getting the attention of lawyers and lawmakers.
Our investigation revealed a law most don't even know about. It allows the state to charge inmates $50 per day for their prison sentence, even if they're released years early and regardless of their ability to pay.
We introduced you to Shelby Hoffman in April, who spent 10 months in prison on drug-related charges. But her original sentence was 7 years. That's significant because that is the time frame when she was charged $50 a day, $127,750.
I literally felt like my entire past just punched me in the face.
Hoffman is expected to graduate with her bachelor's degree in September. She wants a job helping people struggling with addiction like she once did. But the state says she must pay off her more than $100,000 bill in order to qualify for an exemption that would allow her to enter the field.
That's crazy.
I have a family now. I have a daughter, a wonderful husband. I have a home. I have all of these accomplishments that I have worked so hard to maintain.
Hoffman's case is just one example of how the law is being used in a way that critics say is unconstitutional. What were your initial thoughts when you read and watched our story?
I was shocked.
Former Republican State Senator Jeff Brandes founded a new nonpartisan think tank focusing on criminal justice reform.
Listen, I was on the Criminal Justice Committee for years, chaired the Criminal Justice Appropriations Committee, and I did not know this was the law. She's probably not the only one that this applied to. She's just the only one we've really heard about.
They're imposing these fees up front.
Ari Bargill is an attorney with the Institute for Justice.
They charging you for time you don't even serve. Listen, someone has to pay for these prisons somewhere, but it shouldn't be a system that is for profit, and meaning this woman has to pay for time she hasn't even served, or will never serve, but she gets billed for it. How you get billed for service you didn't get? She might as well stay locked up.
Nonprofit now looking into Hoffman's case after seeing our story.
Most people who go to prison or jail do not end up serving 100% of the sentence imposed.
In Florida, prisoners must serve at least 85% of their sentence.
And so the government is knowingly, in most instances, forcing you to pay a fine, an absurd fine, for service you're unlikely to ever take advantage of.
The pay-to-stay law was meant to shift prison costs to those incarcerated. The reality, not many people are paying, or can. Our I-team found over a 3-year time period, Florida collected $80,000 across the entire state.
That's not very much money.
Lisa Foster is with the Fines and Fees Justice Center.
The state gets to selectively enforce these liens. And that is yet another problem.
In a recent court filing, we found the Department of Corrections acknowledged that it has more than 80,000 convicted prisoners, but has filed to collect only about 142 civil restitution lien judgments since 2002. What's the point of this?
This law is used for when inmates who are in the prison system actually bring charges or sue the state prison system. And so they say, listen, you may win, but we're going to charge you $50 a day for all the days you've been here. And so it's really used as a hammer by the state to keep people from filing litigation against the state for potential abuse or things that happen while they're incarcerated.
That's very likely to have what we call a chilling effect on someone who might otherwise file a lawsuit, and that's constitutionally problematic for sure.
If you bring a state law claim, absolutely they will counterclaim against you.
Dante Trevisani is with the Florida Justice Institute, which represented a former inmate who won a negligence lawsuit and was able to walk away with something from the $150,000 settlement given for when he was put in a cell with a man who gouged out one of his eyes because he was only in for 3 years. We are sharing Jeremy Barrett's mugshot because it shows his injury.
There's this lack of incentive to maintain safe and adequate facilities if they know that there really is no financial accountability down the line.
Reviewing court records, we found a Hillsborough County judge recently denied the Department of Corrections' motion to collect $50 a day from an inmate who is still in prison, calling it retaliatory and filed in response to a civil rights complaint.
Listen, people have a hard enough time when they leave prison. They're going to be a felon the rest of their life. And the people that are able to overcome those challenges and still move forward should not then have to have this burden of potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars for the rest of their lives.
The Fines and Fees Justice Center told us last session it worked with lawmakers on a bill that would have allowed judges to do an ability to pay assessment when imposing fines and fees. It failed. With photojournalist Randy Wright, I'm I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern taking action for you.
Well, there you have it. Don't get in trouble in Florida, boy. They ain't playing. They want your freedom, and they want your money. And they want your money whether you serve the time or not. And they getting it. Well, they're not getting it. They're going after for people that work. See, that's another thing. The only people that are going to get penalized are the folks that get out of jail and try to better themselves. They're the ones that's going to work and try to buy homes and pay taxes. Those are people that the Florida is going to go after. The guy who gets out and goes and stands on the corner and does absolutely nothing and sucks off the system will not have to pay anything because he can't afford to pay. We upside down. This world is upside down. This is common sense. All these folks call themselves college educated. Who's making these stupid decisions? Shouts out to them and the Republican lawmaker there who's speaking out against this. Shouts out to everybody speaking out against it. This is unfair. It's totally unfair. I'm not on board with it. If you guys have any comments on this or any other comments on any other videos, leave something in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate your support. Have a blessed day.